From getting a feather in your chicken nuggets to fast food workers caught doing crazy things, here are 22 worst fast food fails ever. But first, thanks Benjamin for tuning in to our recent zombie video. If you haven't seen it already, be sure to check it out. Let us know which fast food fail you think is the craziest, and maybe we'll feature you in an upcoming video. Number 22. Mashed potato beef burger. Fast food advertisements run all the time, and it's getting more and more difficult to resist the urge. But just keep in mind, the food always looks better on TV than it does in real life. In China, this photo shows how they advertise the beefy, hearty mashed potato beef burger piled on with bacon, 2 patties, and cheese. But the photo we see here was from a real customer in China, and it sort of looks like a sloppy mess, spewing mashed potatoes everywhere. Just stick to the Big Mac, you are doing good. Number 21. KFC Cheese Donut. Do people in Indonesia really eat donuts with cheese on them? It almost seems like cheese has absolutely no boundaries anymore, and you'll find it on just about any food out there. This photo we see here shows a KFC donut that actually, at first glance, looks like some kind of glazing due to the angle of the light. But after further examination, you realize there is no glazing, and that's actually cheese. Number 20. Dispensing fail. People working at fast food places might not always get the reputation for being the brightest bulbs in the bunch, but come on. It's tough to really see why you would get mayonnaise and mustard mixed up like this. Seriously though, what if someone wanted some mustard on their hot dog and they got a big ol' slam of mayonnaise on it instead? It really wouldn't be a fun day. Or what if they just started making mustard white and mayonnaise yellow? Number 19. Enjoy. No, Taco Bell, that is not how you make a taco. You only had one job. Put some pride into it, and please don't make us tacos like this. In all reality though, we don't know the true story behind this, and maybe the customer downright deserved it. Number 18. Cheese goes where again? This customer opened the box and couldn't wait to sink his teeth into a tasty sandwich from a fast food restaurant. But what he witnessed was an absolute catastrophe. Come on, it was a simple task. Get the cheese onto the sandwich and no one would have to get hurt. Does someone need to go back to sandwich making training or what? Number 17. Nacho Burger. What do you call a burger that isn't yours? Nacho Burger. Yeah, this restaurant worker really doesn't care that you wanted a burger because it's nachos, and these nachos don't look like they're yo's either. They probably noticed that someone didn't finish eating theirs, and they might as well recycle them in any case and put them on your burger. Number 16. The key ingredients. This chicken sandwich we see here is kind of missing its key ingredient. You know, just a large slab of chicken meat that's supposed to go in the middle? When you're making meals with only 4 ingredients, bun, mayonnaise, lettuce, and chicken, you really can't afford to forget one. Try again next time. Number 15. An extra ingredient. Hi, I'd like a ham sandwich with some lettuce, onion, pickles, tomatoes, and just maybe a little bit of knife on the side, please. Did anyone teach this person that knives are used to cut the bread and are not edible? The account wasn't confirmed, but this photo was posted on Reddit, and they claim that they got this little surprise with their food. Number 14. Take the feathers out. Living in a civilized society, we kind of take all the advantages of prepared food for granted. You forget that someone has to kill your food, chop up the meat, take the feathers off, and cook it. But not all the time will this process go so smoothly. Here we see some kind of fried chicken breast with a white feather still on it. At least you know it's fresh though. Number 13. Where's the beef? Taco Bell hasn't gotten the best reputation out there for their beef, and they have been accused of not even using real beef in some cases. There was some evidence of their beef filling only containing 36% beef and not the 88% as advertised. This led to a lawsuit, but in this case, they didn't even use their mystery meat in the taco, which must have still been disappointing. Number 12. Pickles to the max. This is what happens at Subway when you ask them to put a little extra of your favorite fresh ingredient. Some people might get a little bit greedy and ask for extra guacamole at Chipotle, but be careful asking for extra pickles at this Subway restaurant. The worker clearly wasn't doing something right. Don't be too picky because the word extra can be vague and you might end up with pickle overload like you see here. Number 11. Metal tray on the side. There's many different ways to order a pizza, but reimagine that getting a tray with your pizza pie isn't normally one of them if you're getting delivery. It would be a convenient thing for them to throw in there every now and then, but that would seem downright expensive for the company. This customer got a large cheese pizza and a large metal tray with this one. At least it's better than forgetting the cheese, right? Number 10. McNuggets box. While designing a box for the 10-piece chicken nuggets, someone actually counted them and found out there were 11 McNuggets on the box. Come on, McDonald's employee, you're just failing at your job. It's simple math for crying out loud. Number 9. The Middle Bun Swap. Burger King appears to have their version of the Big Mac from McDonald's, featuring a middle bun, equating to 3 buns total. But expectations to construct such masterpieces of culinary engineering in such a short period of time being so high, accidents do happen. And that's what we see in this photo. This Whopper got a little bit of a makeover when someone places the inside bun on the outside. Still probably good in any case, but just doesn't look right. Number 8. Oh, the humanity. It almost looks as though some horrific disaster has taken place and they use this bun to clean it up. We imagine there are some people who take the hamburger off the patty and then take photos so it looks like they got ripped off, but we're also certain that sometimes workers just forget the most important ingredient. Get your head in the game already. Number 7. The cheesy box. Sometimes it seems as though workers at fast food restaurants need a little extra work on their aim as well. This photo here shows someone who completely missed and spewed their cheese all over the box. What was supposed to be a filet-o-fish turned into a fast food fail, and someone might have to get a knife and spread the cheese on themselves. The box seems to be a victim of collateral damage after this cheese aim was off target. Number 6. That's how you ordered it. Sometimes you really gotta specify exactly what you want on your burger, or you might end up with something like this. McDonald's can get carried away with too many onions, pickles, mustard, etc., so that seems to be the reason why this person must have only asked for cheese and ketchup. They ended up getting a cheese sandwich with no burger once again. That's what you asked for though. We're looking at your receipt. Good luck trying to return that one. Number 5. The frosty goodness. It must be quite tempting sometimes to want to eat what's being served at the place you work at each and every day, but sometimes you just have to hold back that temptation. This photo here shows what happens when the temptation is just too strong and when you need to get some of that frosty goodness in your life. This Wendy's employee was caught red-handed guzzling down frosty ice cream under the machine during a time when Wendy was actually promoting one of their new waffle cones. This might explain why some fast food workers can't seem to get many simple things right. Number 4. Potato licking goodness. When you go to KFC, normally you want some of that finger licking goodness. With all the delicious side items KFC is serving, reimagine their workers deal with cases of severe temptation as well. This worker we see in the photo just wants to make sure the potatoes were properly microwaved and is giving it just a little bit of a taste test. No one will notice anyways, right? The picture was actually posted to a local news station and you can probably imagine her boss wasn't too happy about it. She got fired and the restaurant was actually closed down too. Yikes. She could have at least put a little bit of gravy on it if she was going to lose her job over this. Then it might have been worth it. Number 3. The taco inspection. Sometimes it's really hard to tell if food is fresh or stale, and the only way to know for sure is to run a quick inspection. Maybe that's what this guy here in the photo is doing? We're not really sure what this guy does in his spare time, but taco licking appears to be a hobby of his. Some people are just into that kind of thing, I'm not sure why. What happens on Facebook is normally seen by the whole world, so obviously word got out to his manager and he was fired. Turns out they were just taco shells used for training and were never sold to customers. Number 2. Lettuce suede shoes. With all these highly intelligent people in closed areas making your food, you have to wonder what else happens behind the scenes. Could there possibly be some people standing on top of your lettuce? From the looks of this photo, the answer appears to be yes. This photo was captured in Mayfield Heights, Ohio, and Burger King fired 3 people who they believe to be involved with this. Number 1. The kitchen bath. Working countless hours in a kitchen can probably result in some body odor, which might make some workers feel as though they need a shower immediately. This guy here in the photo posted a video online of him at Burger King taking a bath in the giant sink where they wash stuff that cooks your food. This guy actually calls himself Mr. Unstable, and we can see why. The video was posted onto his MySpace a while back, which you can probably guess wasn't a good idea. Now Mr. Unstable won't have a job, making him more unstable in the process. It makes you wonder about all the crazy stuff that goes on here that isn't posted on the internet.